Let's go through the steps you'll take to determine whether your case is still good law. There are several steps to the good law test. I know there's always so many steps in legal research, but step one is what color is the flag or the symbol? If it's neutral or positive or no symbol at all, then your good law test is complete. But if the symbol indicates some negative treatment, you will need to investigate. Step two begins that investigation. Is there any negative direct history? Direct history refers to iterations of the same case with the same parties. Those parties might appeal to higher courts, they might get remanded back down to lower ones, but once those parties have exhausted all appeals, then the litigation and the direct history are over. Step three asks about negative treatment. Treatment is how other courts have treated the decision after that litigation is complete. Those parties are done with their litigating. And then you need to ask what jurisdiction treated your case negatively. Do you care about that jurisdiction? Is it from a level of court or a jurisdiction that can bind you? And if so, you keep going and you figure out what point of law was treated negatively. Is it the point of law that you want to use? Or is your point of law still good law? Let's let's not forget step four, which is to click into and open the case that treats your case negatively, and then read what it says about your case. So let's take a look at Lexis. Here is how your thinking may play out when you're looking at a case in Lexis. Step one, what's the color? You notice a yellow symbol. This is the Ninth Circuit, and there is no direct history, i.e., the case did not continue on from the Ninth Circuit to the Supreme Court. Lexis describes negative direct history using the term subsequent appellate history. So you'll find it right here on your screen when you're looking for it in Lexis. So we investigate the yellow symbol, but what does that mean exactly? Where do I click? Click any of the options circled in green here. There's a lot of them to choose from, and they'll all work except this one. Don't click the Y button because when you do, you will get a quick but an incomplete answer. You want the complete picture, so don't be fooled into clicking for the incomplete one. As long as you stick to clicking anything that's circled green, you will end up here in the Citing Decisions tab. All roads lead to here. And then you do your step three analysis. What jurisdiction issued the negative treatment? You can filter out some of the noise if you want to. Just show negative treatment from the jurisdictions that can bind you. Here, I've limited the negative treatment to just the cases coming out of the Ninth Circuit. But if you were in a California court on a state issue, you would limit that differently. And then you still have a list of cases to examine, but you have another filter that you can apply to clear out some more noise. You can figure out which headnote you care about and the one that you don't want to be overruled. And you can limit to just the negative treatment of that headnote. You don't care if the other headnotes have been overruled. You weren't going to use those anyway. So here in Lexis, you can just eyeball the headnotes if you want to. Scan this list for your headnote. Maybe I care about headnote 2 and I don't see it here. So my conclusion is I can use this case. There is a yellow flag, but there's no negative treatment coming from my jurisdiction on my point of law, my headnote. Now, if I did care about headnote 1, then I would need to look at the Whisk case. I would have to open Whisk all the way up, not just the blurb here, click on it and open it up and see the negative things that it has to say about Partington. And now here's how you would think through the good law analysis in Westlaw. Step 1, you notice a yellow symbol, and you start to look for step 2, that direct history. Well, Westlaw puts that in the negative treatment tab. So you can click the flag or the negative treatment tab. All roads should lead to the tab. And you'll see at the top of that the negative direct history. Here it says there is none. It'll tell you directly that there's no direct history. So we move on to step 3, negative treatment. So here you have a list that's difficult to sort or filter. This tab is really just for browsing. And there's only 11 here, so you can scroll through them, check the jurisdiction of each, and then ask yourself, could this jurisdiction bind me or not? And then check the point of law, the headnote that was given the negative treatment. But if that's too much scrolling and you really want to filter, you can use the tab for citing references. It allows all the filtering by jurisdiction, by headnote topics, and oh, it's cut off a little bit here, but treatment status, you can filter to negative treatment status just to get those negative treatments. And if I do care about headnote 2, for example, I would need to investigate this case. So I would get to step 4, open that case all the way up and see how it has talked negatively about Partington. A few words of warning before we finish. The editors of Lexis and Westlaw are trying to make your life easier by giving you shortcuts to your good law analysis. And that's great, but I want you to beware of alligators in these waters, in these shortcuts. You are the lawyer. It is your behind on the line. So use the shortcuts like most negative and why with extreme caution. The best practice is to do the good law analysis yourself. Don't let these shortcut tools, the flags, these shortcut tools shorten your analysis. Use those flags, those symbols, those filters to help you find the connections, but don't let them do the analysis. The AI isn't the lawyer, you are. And you're ready for the last part of the learning exercise. So go ahead and work through this and do make it through each question, but don't make your answers beautiful or perfect. That's not graded. It's just for you. Save your time on the beautiful answers for the graded assignment that is going to unlock after you upload this exercise.